You may have noticed for Pride Month that Facebook rolled out a Pride button, and some people are saying that this new Pride button is rolling out in a way that is sensitive to bigots. Let me explain a little bit more. So the feature is only available as a default option for users living in major markets with Pride celebrations. In other places, users need to like the Facebook LGBTQ page to gain access to the feature, and in some places the feature isn't available at all. Now, according to Facebook, this is because this is a new experience we've been testing. So it has nothing to do with some people not having access to it and some people having access to it, not wanting to offend anyone. That is what Facebook says. Now, some Facebook users disagree. One Facebook user says, quote, "It kind of feels like Facebook higher-ups are afraid of losing whatever percentage of their user base are hateful bigots, so they hide it behind liking this page so that nobody who would get upset will accidentally see it." Something worth noting is that there have been other temporary like button features for other occasions, for example, Halloween and for Mother's Day. Another Facebook user saw this as an example that this Facebook is protecting bigots. She said, quote, "Not everyone has a mother or a good relationship with their mother, but we all got purple thankful flowers for Mother's Day." That was Facebook user Sadi Evan Askavi. Also, not everyone celebrates Halloween, that sort of stuff. And then another person brought an example about this Star Trek button. Facebook users did need to express interest in Star Trek to unlock themed reaction buttons for the franchise's 50th anniversary. The company seems to have grouped interest in LGBTQ rights into the same category. So people are finding examples left and right about this Facebook button. Facebook right now has 2 billion global active users. When reached out for a comment, a Facebook spokesperson simply said, "Because this is a new experience we've been testing, the rainbow reaction will not be available everywhere." Now, Amir, people are calling bullshit. People are saying that Facebook is protecting bigots. What do you think?
I think people do have a point about this, but I don't think it's what they believe it.
All right, so then what is Facebook doing?
I think Facebook has a lot, they have a team of psychoanalysts and marketers and things like that, and they have a bigger picture when it comes down. This is my conspiracy theories going at work right there. So I think kind of their plan is with something as politically heated as this, unfortunately it's politically heated, but maybe they're thinking this is the right way to go about it, and eventually it's gonna lead to more people being open-minded about it.
Huh, okay.
I don't know, I'm giving Facebook almost the benefit of the doubt. I feel like they would have thought this through. That they've done this like button thing with so many other things. Why would they make it like this for this? They're really not worried about losing an audience. Bigots are not gonna stop using Facebook if they just add a rainbow colored thing.
So
that's not gonna, they're not gonna go to MySpace.
Right. So that's kind of where I'm coming back, is that there have been, remember when they used to change the format of Facebook and you would see some weird person in your friends that would make a whole status being like, "We need to let Facebook know that we hate the new format, we hate the new changes that they made. If we have to hear them, and then if we all stop using, maybe they'll change it back." Facebook, again, has 2 billion global active users. They don't
have any competitors.
They have no competitors. You're gonna go to MySpace, you're gonna go to Find a Friend. Facebook, they're it. They're, for what they do, they are it.
They could literally change everyone's sexual orientation to either you have to say you're gay or bisexual, and no one would stop using Facebook.
Now, it is worth noting that in countries where Facebook is available, such as Egypt and Algeria, homosexual acts are illegal. Those users could not access the Pride button. There is some correlation here. I absolutely think there's some correlation, but I also don't think that it is as malicious as some people are painting it out to be. I think that that Facebook just doesn't. No one really has to hold them accountable. They can do whatever they want. So I don't know. I also, here's what I come down to as well. Pride Month is a very special time for me, and I know a lot of other people in the LGBT+ community. And this is very petty to be thinking about. You have the Pride button, cool. If you don't, there are still ways to show your pride. If you on Facebook, you shouldn't be reduced to whether or not you can have a rainbow flag button. I know it is a source of comfort and it can be really uplifting and cool to see, but there are still share a flag. You can still do stuff on Facebook if you feel so moved about Pride Month. And for me, Pride Month is all about love and it just seeing big picture stuff and remembering the things that matter and those that came before us and what is left to do. And I don't think that Facebook is that platform where we need to take the fight. I think there are laws, there are countries that's where we need to focus on. And I understand that this button isn't available in a lot of countries where they're really regressive on their LGBT plus rights. But I don't think that Facebook is gonna change minds.
Yeah.
Whose mind has ever been changed on Facebook? People just get offended on Facebook and then you go back to your bubble and you're in your little circle jerk and your echo chamber of opinions that you already agree with. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I think that if you want to change minds and you want to change hearts, the fight doesn't begin and end on Facebook. The fight begins interpersonally and reaching out to people and reaching out to your locally elected officials and reaching out to organizations in different countries where you can help out, reaching out to different volunteering in places, people that are less fortunate than you. That is what Pride Month is about. This is not what Pride Month is about.
Yeah,
for me.
It's not. At the same time, like I'm trying to imagine people that live in areas where this isn't available, where you have to go like the LGBTQ page first. That might have a domino effect. Like say like kids that aren't influenced by like shitty adults on how they're supposed to think, they want to have that like button. So they go like the LGBT page. That appears on other people's Facebook pages that are friends with that person, and it kind of leads to a whole domino effect. Maybe like that's one of the things that they're thinking, you know?
I hear you on that, because I know that social media is powerful and I don't want to diminish that at all. So I guess there is an impact, but I think that remember,
yeah, I know.
Value everything for what it is. Don't elevate it to a status that it doesn't deserve.
Don't commoditize these really important, real things.
Yeah, but I think that
being an ally isn't about having a like button. It's about actually educating yourself and doing something about it.
Yeah, but to that extent, I think if you want access to this button, I think you should go for it, and I think that you should spread the word. But just remember that the fight is so much more than a Facebook like, and it's so much more than just on social media, although that is important too. With that said, we would like to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What are you doing to celebrate Pride Month? Is social media very important to your pride? Is Facebook very important to your pride? How do you feel about this Pride button? Did you have access to it? Did you not have access to it? So many questions here. Overall, have a really, really happy Pride Month. This is a great time to love yourself and to love each other very well. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we will see you next time on Pop Trigger.